Hi everybody. I'm going to take you through the steps of locating materials for your literature review using the William Allen White Library. So when I go to the library website, I always go to the ESU homepage, emporia.edu, go to the bottom to this link to Libraries and Archives. That takes me to the library's homepage. I'm going to stop there for a second because the next thing that I typically do in my search for literature is I also use Google Scholar. And I talked in the part 1 video about how important it is not to use the regular Google search engine. But I'm going to go right now to Google Scholar. And I typed in the term e-textbooks. These are my results that I have. And I considered this first one, but I'm not really looking so much at the cost of the e-textbook. And so then I skipped this one because it's just the citation. It's not going to lead me to the full article. Came down to this third one, which sounds a little bit interesting to me. Since I'm trying to learn about e-textbooks, I thought it might be helpful for me to read what other faculty have learned. So I'm going to copy the title of this article, and I'm going to go back to the library website, and I'm going to paste that title right here in the search box. And then, cross my fingers, hope that ESU has access to this journal article. I click on search, and luckily we do have access. It's taken me right to the article right here. And I can see that I can get the full text, the full article for free, either downloading the PDF or saving the PDF till later. So that's a good one. That one worked out just fine. That's one way to go about finding the article, using Google Scholar to kind of get you close to something that you think might be useful, and then going back to the library. But let's try something different. Let's try just starting at the library, which is not a bad way to begin either. So I'm going to go back to my search box, and I'm going to type in my search term, e-textbooks, and see what I get. Oh, so it looks like I have a pretty good list going here, just searching that way. And as I scroll down this list, I want to point out a couple of things. So this is a dissertation or a thesis. It's not a resource that I want you to use for your project. I want you to use published professional articles from refereed journals. So we're going to skip this one. But I do want to point out, and I'll get to that down below. Okay, so this next one, I do have the article available to me. It does sound like it might be related. I think it is actually the one I didn't pick when I was on Google Scholar. And then here's the one that I searched for previously. So you can see how to get access to that. I do want to show you what this Plum metrics means here. It shows me some things about the article. It shows me how many other people have used this article. So 2,603 people have viewed the abstract of this article. So it seems pretty popular to me. 767 places have links to the information about this article, and 3 other indexes have cited this article. So it's getting some use. That's what the metrics tell you. Getting some use. It may make a difference if you choose that article, or it may not. Here's what I want to show you though. What happens if you pick an article that looks like it's just going to be perfect for your project, but it doesn't have this PDF full text? It says request through interlibrary loan. Don't hesitate to do that. So all you have to do is click on this link. It's going to take you to actually this right here. You'll have to go through a pass-through where you have to type in your Emporia State user ID and password, but you'll get to this interlibrary loan request form. And it's already got some of the information there for you. So you'll add anything else that you know that is important, and then then you will submit your request, and then someone at the William Allen White Library will track down that article for you, and they will email you a copy of the article. It's really handy. It comes pretty fast. I would say if it's a weekday, it could come the same day or definitely within a day or two. So don't hesitate to use that if you think you have found an article that's just really great for what you think might be a good match for your project. Don't hesitate to use that. Okay, I want to show you one more option. This is probably the least useful option, but it's certainly not incorrect. So if you're coming into the ESU library homepage, and you might remember in the part 1 video that I had some journals that I suggested for you to use. You could start with the journal. Now it's going to take you a little bit longer because right now I'm just trying to find the journal because it's on the journal link. If I click on articles, then I can put the article title, but it doesn't let me just search by topic. So this isn't the best place to begin, but it can get you where you want to go. I did also want to point out, I'm going backwards now. I'm going to go back to my e-textbook search. Maybe it's not giving me my box to do that. So I'm going to refresh. Let's see if that gives me my box again. There it is. It's just hiding. Before I do that, I do want to point out this little Ask Us. If you pop that over, sometimes, especially during the week, I happen to be recording this on a Saturday, but sometimes you'll get a little chat window here and it will say the librarian is online. That is a great resource. Those librarians can help you track down things, and that's what they like to do. That's the part of their reason they became a librarian, is to help people find things. So don't hesitate to ask them. I go to my e-textbook search again, show you one more thing, and then we'll be finished with this part of the video. I listed some journals in the part 1 video that I wanted you to be sure to utilize, but you might find something that's in a different journal. So here's my faculty views on eTextbook. Looks like it might be pretty useful. It's in a journal called College Teaching. Is it okay for you to use a journal that's not on the list that I gave you? It definitely is, especially if you're searching in the William Allen White Library in this way. You definitely can use a journal that's not on that list. So hopefully that gets you started and you've come up with brainstorm those key search terms, and now you have a chance to get to finding those articles. And then we'll move on to part 3.